What's up, Planeswalkers? 3x6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. And don't forget to head on over to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6SYX for 10% off of orders over $10. It's an awesome deal and it helps support the channel. Anyway, today we're going to be playing some sweet vampires. Don't mind these. I've been meaning to play a little bit more vampires. Anyway, it's a deck that I enjoy playing. However, it is a little bit more casual than usual. That said, since many of you guys do seem to prefer when I play less tiered decks, I figured, I'll play this anyway. So, as I said, this deck is not technically like super strong. I would not, for example, take this into a best of 3 constructed, but in a best of 1 scenario, since the deck is so strong linearly, it is a decent thing to pilot in a best of 1. Usually I do have a sideboard even for my best of 1 decks, but I feel so strongly about this deck not being great in best of 3. And not to say you can't have success with it, it's just it would be more difficult in my opinion. That I decided just not to include sideboards. That said, you know, pretty typical things. Black can add things like duress and good removal. White can add some life-gaining type cards, other types of removal, things like that. So, you know, the typical sideboard things that you may have seen out of similar styles of decks in the past. This deck has another kind of problem with it, and that is Goblin Chainwhirler. Most of the cards in the deck are X1s that die really easily. If you don't have one of your lords, that said, we are playing 7 total lord effects, boon effects. But if you don't have them, Chainwhirler does kind of wreck you. But if they don't have Chainwhirler, you have a lot of life gain in the deck. So against red, it's actually pretty decent. So without any more rambling on, we're going to go jump into the deck. We have 7 total 1-drops, 4 Skymarcher Aspirants, and 3 Legions Landing. The only reason we're not running 4 Legions Landing is because we don't want multiples of them, pretty much. But this is a really nice baseline to have in the early game, but it's not necessarily something that you need. Skymarcher Aspirant getting flying is very helpful. Once you get in the later game, when you have Ascension and the board is gummed up on the ground, you can start hitting in the air. Into our 2-drop slots, this is where the bulk of the deck is, as you can see. We are running 3 Adanto Vanguards, 3 Martyr of Dusk, 3 Dusk Legion Zealots, and 4 Legion Lieutenant. We're going to start with the Lieutenant. This is the reason to play the deck. 2 mana lords are just so incredibly strong. I mean, Merfolk is kind of a thing because it has multiple 2 mana lords. That said, their 2 mana lords also do more things, but that's because Wizards wants Merfolk to have nice things, and they want pretty nice things for cough zombies. Anyway, I like zombies. Don't judge me. This is an incredibly strong card. If you can chain these together, it's gonna be difficult for you to lose. The reason I'm running 3-3-3 split of these instead of like a 4-4-2 or a 4-4 and then like something else is because they all do subtly different things. Martyr of Dusk is a very resilient card in that if it dies, you get something back. Adanto is a very resilient card in that it's harder to die. And then Dusk Legion Zealot is a great card in that it replaces itself. So they all do different things that are all strong enough that I want to see them all realistically like once a game. So that's why I'm running them like this. Now, Adanto Vanguard is what you want to see most against the super controlling matchups. Martyr of Dusk is what you want to see against the super aggressive matchups because you have 2 blockers, one of which has lifelink. And then Dusk Legion Zealot is for the grindy matchups that aren't necessarily super control because you want to maintain card parity, but the clock is not as important as it is against super aggressive control. Our 3-drop slots, we're running 2 Mavren Feins, 2 Queen Commissions, and 3 Radiant Destiny. Mavren Feins, if you wanted to cut the cost of the deck down a little bit, you can cut this for some more Queen's Commissions. The only reason I'm really running Mavren is because I had them, and he is a strong card. If you are able to curve it, it's pretty much a 3-mana 3-3, which is not great, but it gets better over time, so I really like the snowbally aspect of that. Queen's Commissions, it's 2 bodies for 1 card, which is really nice when you have so many lords, and different things that require Ascension. Radiant Destiny is just so strong. I just miss my white-black zombie deck so much. By the way, if you just started watching me, once open beta hit, I definitely would recommend going back and watching some of the white-black zombies games, just because the deck is so fun, and I can't wait till they add those freaking card pools back into the format. I'm going to be playing Arena Modern for a lot. Yeah, Radiant Destiny, you choose vampires, you get bigger vampires, and then they have vigilance, which is great. Sanctum Seeker and Twilight Prophet are kind of our decks, like high-end. That and Call of the Feast, I don't know what's over there. Sanctum Seeker, you gain a burst drain, which is really nice. It's also a decently sized card. Twilight Prophet is another draining effect, however, it requires attention, and it typically isn't going to hit very many like high-end things, but it is still a drain, and it is... I mean, it's a flyer, which will come in handy sometimes. Call of Feast is 3 bodies for 1 card. When you have this many lords, it's really good. That's pretty much it. Conclave Tribunal, this again is a deck that is planning on adding to the board really quickly, so being able to cast a removal spell that utilizes your rapid progression on the board is something that we would really like. If you are a little bit worried about facing very large creatures, you can cut maybe like the Twilight Prophet or something to get some more removal. This is our mana base. It is fine. It is not spectacular, but I realize I am probably rambling too much, so let us jump into some games. 5-6 minute DeckTech, that's not that bad. Go up against Filet. As you can see, it also has a relatively low deck rating. The deck matchmaking system's not the best right now, but we are playing relatively few high-end cards, so I would love to get a 3rd land, but even if I don't, this is still a fine sequence. But we have some time. Our opponent is on blue. Am I correct in assuming that they're... Alright, I'm wrong. Oh, artifacts. Interesting. Sweet, we got there. I do believe we Destiny first. Yeah, we Destiny first because I want to be able to attack here and push damage. Vampire. There we go. Our opponent on some sort of artifact strategy. Really cool. I'm hoping I'm not facing a precon. That is Sulfur Falls. I have no idea. And then he can untap. This is a really cool card. We're just going to go ahead and play another Radiant Destiny. Uh-oh. Actually, I might actually be disconnected. I hate when this happens to me. Yep. Alright, troubleshooting time. I'm not cutting this out. Have fun looking at my sponsor. And we're back. All right. Hopefully I didn't lose too much time. I'm not cutting that out because I don't edit because I am a lazy bum. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. My turn. Radiant Destiny. Ah, all right, cool. Bams. Got there. Our opponent's at 4? Holy crap. I guess we hit them for 6 and then 8, right? Wait, no. Wait. 2, then 6, then 8? Yeah, had to be 2, then 6, then 8. So my opponent, like, has to block here. I think I'm actually going to Dust Legion Zealot, because I would like to draw more land. It's fine. But we... Oh, you know what? That was dumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, never mind. Okay, we would have been at 9. I was counting this for some reason. I think we attack with both. We lose one of them, probably the Skymarcher, but they lose 2 blockers because they have to block. Okay, and we don't even lose one, so I think that's incorrect. I think they have to... Yeah, I think they should have killed Skymarcher there, because if I play one thing, then my Skymarcher is flying. I hope that... What the heck? Okay, this is a really buggy game. It's fine. It's in beta. It's fine. So I really hope I'm not playing against a precon, but I feel like I might be. Oh, I'm a bad person. And they're dead. So yeah, if they blocked here and kept like Sai around, then they would have had Thopters too. Yeah, I disagree with their block there. I think they should have kept Sai around and traded. They wouldn't have been able to draw, so maybe they wouldn't have been able to chain this many things. But Sai's ability to make chump blockers is really helpful. Let's play more games. One of the really nice things about playing straightforward tribal decks is you get a lot of games in relatively quickly. By the way, damn, Carbon, interesting. This will be coming out Saturday, right? Yeah, so, if you're watching this when it, like, hits live, 2, 3, 4? Seems fine, I guess. I will be on Twitch. I believe we're going to be on twitch.tv/merchant. But I will be playing D&D with Merchant, Alias, Always Turtle, PBT Brand, I don't remember, and Lock-in? It's going to be a Ravnica campaign, so it is magic related, so if you would like to watch that probably utter nonsense, feel free to join us. Gonna go and play Martyr of Dusk. It is technically better here because it can trade, and if they use removal on it, I will have something left over. Unfortunately, Mavren only counts non-tokens, so if it does die, then I can't do anything. Gutter Snipe is good. I don't know if I want to block here. I don't think I do. I think I take that. And then I play Mavren. Attack. Attack and get a 1/1. There's no way they trade there. My opponent would need to cast 2 spells, so I could block with the Mavren. Even if they do use 2 spells, I'm still trading. Yeah, I think this is a reasonable line, especially since Sanctum Seeker will be a good help. There's no way you block that. Right? I don't know. So let's see. Even if Mavren dies, Sanctum Seeker gains us 2 life if he decides to attack with everything. Rekindling. Yeah, okay, so it's not too bad. The Phoenix does mean it's going to be harder to attack for nothing. Conclave Tribunal is nice. Queen's Commission is not free, but it's darn near close. I could Queen's Commission, that's 1/2. Exile the Phoenix and attack with Martyr of Dusk. Play Forsaken Sanctuary tapped. Or I could play Isolated Chapel, Queen's Commission. I mean, that would leave Mavren untapped, but I don't think that matters. I think I would rather get this down. Queen's Commission here. And we can't attack first because we don't want them getting a free block on... Is this going to let me pay for this? Okay. We don't want them to have a super free block on the Rekindling Phoenix. I'm not as worried about the Gutter Snipe. This gets me 2 creatures, so I'm fine with that. I assume they are going to trade here. But they really get like 1/3 of a trade because it's already made... To hit them, it's made 2 creatures off of Mavren Fein, and it's making another one. So I'm really fine with that. Yeah, and next turn, I get a decent drain. I would love to get a Lord, another Phoenix. Not a Lord. I will play the Forsaken Sanctuary and play Sanctum Seeker. This was 6, putting the 12, block, block, block. They would take 3, going to 9. None of their stuff would die. So, no, I guess I wait. They do only have 2 cards in hand, importantly. 1 card in hand. I don't think that's correct. I'm not gonna risk anything blocking. I guess I could double block the Gutter Snipe with tokens. I suppose. I mean, I could even triple block. That's probably the safest thing, because, like, I don't mind too much losing the tokens. Cannonade. Gotcha. Oh, that's fine. Can go ahead and Tribunal this, because I don't want my opponent having that anyway. And I can slowly gain my life back with my 2 Vamps. Cool. Didn't expect Cannonade out of a deck like this, but I'm unfortunately playing like a less... What's the word I'm looking for? A less, synergized deck? Less complete, maybe? I don't know. Which is unfortunate. The ranking system is... The matchmaking system is not perfect yet. Which, it's still in beta. Yeah. Heck yeah, let's play some more. Alright. Some more Liliana. XYZZY, or W9. Strange name. Low rank, which is unfortunate. I don't think I can keep... I mean, it's a 2 into a 3. But, like, this isn't a card. So, like, kind of we only have, like, a 5 card hand. Kind of. I'll be greedy. I hate everything. I mean, we have, like, a no card hand. I'm surprised that worked out. Well, we have a 5 card hand. Oh, no. Not mono green. Anything with mono green. Do I offer the trade? I think I do. Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm gonna play Martyr of Dusk instead of Legion's Landing. Don't know if it's correct, but next turn we have no cards in hand. Don't play something large, please. It's not large. It blocks really well. Not large. Alright, we can Twilight Prophet at some point. If we need to be fair, we can attack next turn with these 3, and this would flip and we'd be able to cast Twilight Prophet. Okay, that's bad. 4, 8. No, that's not a lot. Luckily that doesn't have trample. I guess we pass the turn for right now. I think we block with Martyr of Dusk here. Because we don't want to lower our Ascension count. Because we're at 9. Oh, he's playing big things. This is bad. This is real bad. That one has trample. Fudge off. Alright, we're dead. Yeah, I mean, Molded 5. Molded 5 against a big green deck. Not the best thing that can happen. And as I said, that is one of the weaknesses of the deck. We have limited removal, and our creatures can get outclassed relatively quickly. What? Why are we fighting someone at the lowest rank? I guess it's because the game knew we were going to mulligan. Sure. No. Well, I really want to play Legion's Landing on turn 1, but I have no guarantee I'll be able to play something on turn 2. So, I'm going to take this route. So the plan is Martyr of Dusk into Legion Lieutenant, Legion's Landing, attack. Probably Conclave Tribunal in there somewhere. Oh, I can just go ahead and do this now. Oh, I'm gonna get freaking board wiped, aren't I? Fudge. I think my opponent's like actually playing Jeskai Control. I actually don't think that I play Legion's Lieutenant right now. I mean, I guess I have another one. And I do have Call to the Feast. I don't love this. But if they don't have Deafening Clarion, then I want to be able to flip my Legion Landing. Don't have it. Please don't have it. Okay, it looks like they're just killing Legion Lieutenant. Alright. Hey, look, it's Mavren. Alright, let's see what they do now. Shiv and Fire. Yep. So I can flip my Legion's Landing. I'm taking that damage because I have lifelink. Yeah, I'm gonna... I think I Lieutenant here. Is that true? I can Queen's Commission and then dome them. I guess I could Call to the Feast instead. Do I value... I value different burst damage, so I think I'm going to do this and then play Call to the Feast. Do I just play Queen's Commission? I'll play Call to the Feast. This kills my opponent. I guess Queen's Commission would have as well. Yeah. It kills my opponent if Legion Lieutenant lives. And my entire board lives. Yeah, so my reasoning was if I draw another land, that I can do both of these at the same time. But they're tapped out, so they're dead. Goodbye. It feels good. Feels nice. What are we at? Because I think we can play some more games. Alrighty. Kadana. Jace. This is actually fine, because this draws a card. And we can play... We can't... I guess we technically can't play this. But it's fine. So, depending on what their first land is, we'll determine what these are. It's going to be... Oh, fudge. I don't know how this deck does against Merfolk. I have not played against them in my testing. My guess is that we lose, because their creatures get bigger than ours. Maybe we can just go super duper wide, and Sanctum Seeker will destroy them. Okay, so next turn we call into hopefully Sanctum Seeker. But if we call next turn, we will have this on flying. Deeper Elite is going to get large. I assume they're both buffing up. Okay, no, that one's hitting that. Oh, this is bad. Well, we have a lot of calls. We can chip damage in the air, but I don't think I can. I think I have to chump block. Or like super duper quadruple block that Deep-Root Elite. It's unfortunate. Because I can't deal with that. You didn't stack it on the 2/2? Why? It's a dangerous attack with that Deep-Root there. Ah, fudge. Alright, we're gonna overblock this. Because, man, are we gonna normal block? My opponent, they could have the River Herald's Boon. This is gonna go so poorly. Like, I'm playing around River Herald's Boon, and they might not have it, but I cannot let the Deep-Root Elite live. Right? Like, I can chump a lot of this, but the Deep-Root Elite just makes them scale so well. Well, Radiant Destiny is nice, but I can't play it yet. Yep. So we block like this because this will die as well. Because both of those will die. Because so this dies and then this has 2 damage marked on it and it loses the buff. Yep. The problem is that we have no board. Is it going to hurt? Ow. Am I dead? I'm not technically dead. I can chump this and go to 2. No, stop. Alright, cool, I'm dead. Awesome, great. It's fine. Whatever. Do a sub 30-minute deck video anyway. Oh, goodness me. What I'm going to do on this video is I'm going to pin a comment of mine asking for your guys' deck ideas, and then I'm going to have my patrons vote on them to see what order I make them in. This is not because I am running out of ideas. It's because I didn't have any ideas to begin with, because I'm the type of person who plays like 2 decks only. So, you know, I want to make sure that I'm getting a nice taste of what the viewers want to see. So that's what I'll be doing. Be sure to, if you want to see me play a specific deck, be sure to comment on that pinned post, and then I'm gonna have after a few days, I'm gonna throw it to my patrons and ask them what I should, like, what order I should do. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do that. But speaking of my patrons, I'd like to thank them all, especially Zaraga and Salamander. If you'd like to join them in supporting the channel and getting to vote on things like this, you'll find links to that in the description down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, and cast one of those comments in the comment section down below. And until next time, I will be one.